Boom! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the show. Welcome to BombCast. Basically, everything that you need to know today, right? My gosh. So it's not Friday, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Wednesday, the 25th of June. Absolutely ridiculous. It's probably like one of the more longer weeks over. I guess on my side of things. I don't know. It feels like it's just slugging along. But anyways, hopefully everyone is doing well out there. And that is basically about that. It is hot as hell. I don't know if it's hot as hell where you're at, but it is hot as hell where uh I'm around, right? It's like 90 to 100 plus, and it's just like, wow, it's hot as F. But anyways, my dear Lord, just thought of something else we can yak about. The robo taxis failing. Has anybody heard about Elon Musk's new venture, the fucking robo taxes or taxis? So I guess it's like okay. Uh, it first came out like more in the media when I guess the disgruntled you know I guess immigrants were throwing rocks and setting robo taxis on fire, but they weren't like Elon Musk's Tesla's robo taxis. There was something else. But nonetheless, they were setting these little self-automated or automated taxis on fire, and the next thing you know, Elon Musk is fucking getting the robo taxi. So it's been a fucking tragedy. Texas is saying they don't want that shit unless you have fucking permits. It's like, fuck off type stuff. The robo taxis are malfunctioning, as we all probably knew they would. But at least Musk is $19 billion richer. And his stock is fucking skyrocketing. See what the hell happens when you get yourself out of fucking politics, buddy. Everything seems to work out. Everything seems to work out. You don't have to fucking go on a slugfest with Donald Trump or anything like that. Absolutely fucking fantastic. The Tesla stock is doing well. I mean, there's no fucking, I don't think there's anything wrong with his little stock these days. It was like 240, 250, what, like 2 months ago or something like that. And now it's like over 340. I think for the last time I checked. Let me see what the hell is going on. But yes, the robo taxis, his newest venture, is going to hell. Me personally, I like the idea. Okay, it's over 330. It's over 330. It's down for today. About 9, 10 points. I like the idea of the robo taxi. I just don't want it done in some funky ass like uh what is it? Like some Mars attacks type fucking sequence where everything's just like totally cracked out. Um, you know, I'm a social guy. I socialize. I mean, if I wasn't like sociable, I guess I wouldn't be doing, YouTube videos. But then again, maybe not. I guess there's probably like psychos that do fucking, YouTube videos and shit like that. But I like the idea. I just don't want it fucking malfunctioning and I end up off a fucking cliff. I mean that's kind of my my thought pattern on that. Um that and what if somebody fucking hates you? What if somebody like and I don't even dude, this wasn't even the fucking, the video. What if somebody hacks the fucking robo taxi and like murders you, right? I mean, what if somebody assassinates you? I'm a fucking, I'm thinking about those type sequences. But yeah, I like the robo taxi. I think it's pretty cool. You don't have to worry about like, some random fucking people and shit. They might be, you know, out of their fucking minds. I mean, that's cool. Robo taxis, all right. But I don't want like some fucked up robo taxi. Anyways, robo taxis, Elon Musk makes 19 billion just like that. It's that fucking simple. Once you fucking have the money, it's like you're gonna make more fucking money. It's like no stopping. I don't know what the fucking sweet spot is. I'm thinking probably like I'm thinking probably about like 100 million, but it's probably before then. It's probably before then. So like, let's say you get like a 4% bank account, right? If you have like a million, if you have $1 million fucking dollars, right? And you put your money in some sort of bank account with like a 4% APR, you can get like 40 G's just off of the fucking interest, right? So 40 G's, that's probably like what a lot of people fucking make per year. And you don't have to do a damn thing with it. You can just sit there and fucking eat Ruffles all fucking day. Ruffles and dip, bitch. That's what 40 fucking $1,000. That's not bad. And that's just 1 million. That's just $1 million. Now, if you get more, obviously you can make fucking more. Which is fan fucking tastic. But yes, anyways. That's basically about that. Finances 101 for today. Bitcoin is at around $107,000. It jumped back up. I don't know what the hell is going on. It seems like they're trying to pump it one more time before it probably goes sub 100 once again. I don't know what the hell was going on. I did like a little poll. Is the purchasing is the purchasing from like large institutions of Bitcoin a good or bad thing for Bitcoin as a future? And a lot of people, they still say it's a good thing. So, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Me personally, if you kind of dive into it a little bit, farther than what it is, it's kind of a schemy, dirty type fucking, mess. I don't know. Let me know. Let us know in the comments below what the fuck you think about that. Um, if it's good or bad for the future of Bitcoin. Like all these large institutions buying Bitcoin, like BlackRock, all types of stuff. I mean, is it really good for Bitcoin? Me personally, I think maybe for now it might be a good thing, but for the future, I mean, it's kind of shisty because like in the future, if it's even a project, like this thing is probably going to be all eaten up by large institutions, which means they're basically going to dictate what the fuck it is. The pricing, who the fuck has the control, and it kind of takes away from what the fuck they were actually, or maybe the project was actually trying to achieve, right? Uh, you know, which is like, basically no control, controlless money, like universal money, right? So it kind of takes that away. But I don't know. I don't know. It might be something good. I don't know. But we'll see what the hell happens. But yeah, the Bitcoin is over or around 107,000, which isn't bad. I'd say probably about a week ago it was under 100,000, and I kind of figured that just because it was like stuck. What if it's like stuck like that? Either it's, obviously going to skyrocket or it's probably going to drop. Um, the dollar index is going to shit once again. Obviously is going to hell because a lot of different stuff, which we're probably about to talk about, which correlate with that, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I mean, me as a as a person in the United States, that's not a good thing because, the buying power of the US dollar, that's basically, you know, would you like a dollar for that damn, something? So we'll see what the hell happens with that. But nonetheless, my dear Lord, so all hell has broken loose since my last show on Monday. Iraq and Israel and Iran have basically drawn a ceasefire implemented by Mr. Trump's, and it's probably half-ass. Let's just say it's probably half-ass done. Now, after, the US dropped a bomb on Iran, Iran shot missiles at US air bases in Qatar. And that's fucking huge news. Because obviously it's like, what the fuck did you say? What? The Iranians fucking shot missiles at a US Air Force base in Qatar, which is like, oh, the fucking nerve, sir. Absolutely. So they supposedly told Qatar and also the US that they're going to basically do a strike on one of their Air Force bases in Qatar, which they did. I don't think any of the missiles fucking hit anything. But it's still kind of like, wow, the fucking nerve. The nerve of that is just absolutely fucking ridiculous. So they did that, and right after, I'm saying probably about half a day or a day or after, they do a fucking ceasefire. Now, they're saying this is for like like, what to save face or something like that, which is kind of, crazy. Is kind of crazy. Like, if this fucking happened, if a fucking country, what was it? We'll bring it old school. We'll kind of bring it old school. If a country did that to like Bush, right? I don't think the older Bush, the fucking younger Bush or whatever the hell his name is, if they did that to that president, he would have probably annihilated fucking Iran. I mean, that's probably what the hell would have happened. Now, under this, and I'm not talking shit about Trump, I'm not talking shit about Trump or his, magnificent, little misfits. Uh, it's like, what? I don't know, guys. There's supposedly a fucking ceasefire. There's not a lot going on with that, but I mean, just the audacity of Iran shooting fucking missiles at that Qatari Air Force base, the U.S. Air Force base in Qatar is absolutely fantastic, crazy. So that's basically about that. Shout outs to I think it's the Fox News ladies calling it Cutter. What a fucking bunch of idiots. They called it like Cutter. Like Cutter. They shot the missiles at Cutter. Absolutely fucking insane, man. Go get a fucking, go get something, bro. Give me a fucking education. I don't know. Some sort of like, class of like, etiquette or something. I don't know. Cutter. That's a new one. That's a new one. Anyways, that's basically about that. Now, the ceasefire is basically half-ass. Like, Israel supposedly did a bombing spree in Iran, and also Iran did a fucking big-ass fucking missile spree in Israel, killed a few people. So it's kind of like, what the hell is going on? Now they're saying the ceasefire is implemented because Israel is running out of interceptors for all the missiles, and also they don't want to fight a war because they would probably lose. At this point in time, they would probably lose the fucking war. So it's kind of like, let's do a ceasefire so we can all, kind of blah blah blah. If they knew they could win, they probably would have fucking, tried to decimate Iran by now. I mean, that's probably, what the fuck would have happened? Like word on the scripts. I mean, it's like if you know you can beat the fuck out of somebody, chances are you probably would, especially like in a war. That and I mean, the missile, defense system is going to shit and things of that nature. So it is what it is. Now there's a new theory coming out. Like they're supposedly going to start doing supposed covert operations, to try and take the regime or what's his name, Khamenei out of power. But we'll see what the hell happens with that because it hasn't been doing all too well. Also, there hasn't been a lot of fucking pop for all of that, fantastic bombings and shit like that. Like the nuclear bombing of the facility, there's like just no fucking pop, no fucking, anything from the US or the world. I mean, people are just like, okay, well, you guys are a bunch of fucking punks type shit. And it's like, what? Holy shit. That is fucking ridiculous. Medvedev drops the N word. My dear lord, Medvedev is a fun guy. I don't know what the Medvedev's fun, man. He is just like off the fucking chain. He tweeted on Twitter about some sort of he's always like doing something fucking funny, man. I mean, it's not funny if you're like at the other side of that fucking stick, but he basically said something along the lines like, we might give the nukes to Iran, because Iran supposedly doesn't have any nuclear weapons. Russia might give the fucking nukes. So shit was crazy, man. He dropped the fucking N word. He's always talking like massive amounts of fucking weak shit. I don't know if he's fucking paid for that, but it's fun to watch and hear and listen and all that, you know. Shout outs to Medvedev. That guy is a fucking a little sparky. Like what? It's funny, man. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, he dropped the N word, and then Trump got on and was like, "Yeah, don't say that shit." But Trump, he drops the F word. He just said a big fucking fuck on live news. He was basically saying like the ceasefire is just absolute trash. People are just like still rocketing each other and fucking bombing each other and all that shit. And it's like, oh man, that's fucking weak, man. Oh, that's really fucking weak shit. And he drops the fuck word, telling people they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So it's like, oh my god, type shit. My lord, fun stuff, man. Fun fucking stuff. But yeah, that's basically about that and those little news breaks. But it's crazy, man. I mean, the fucking audacity of Iran shooting the missiles at Qatar, and a lot of people are saying, it's basically like you have to do something, right? You have to do something. You can't just sit there and get shut the fuck up like that. You know, it's fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking insane. So we'll see what the hell happens, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. And the ceasefire is like, what the hell? It doesn't make any sense to me. Somebody's doing some fishy type business. And a lot of people are saying, I know this isn't probably like, the what was it, like, not politically correct, but the what is it, like the popular vote. The popular vote. The popular, like the reality though is they're saying those facilities, they took all of their fucking enriched uranium out of there. So before the B2s or whatever the hell happened, they supposedly took all of the damn enriched uranium out of the fucking facilities. And they're thinking that China fucking took their fucking enriched uranium to a safer fucking haven. So it is what it is. I don't know. Trump is saying it's a bunch of hateful bastards, fake fucking news and stuff like that, which it might be, which it fucking might be, bro. But what if it's not, right? What if it's fucking not? That's crazy. That's the fucking kicker. I guess we'll see what the hell happens. The Dow Jones has been doing fairly well in the midst of all these crazy messes. I think yesterday it was like 500 points up, which is absolutely fucking insane. Given the fact, of like all these bombings and shits like that. Iran might be closing up the Strait of Hormuz. So gas prices and oil prices are probably gonna go fucking sky high. That's probably good for them so they can make an ass ton of fucking money. But as far as like, us, I guess once again we're screwed. So great news on that. See what else we have up in her. Oh man. This ended the war. Trump compares US strikes on Iran to Hiroshima. Uh I don't know, bud. I don't know. Vice President Vance flips middle finger during Ohio Republican dinner speech, and you probably should. And you probably should, because it's probably F those bastards, right, bud? I guess Lance Bass gives the Ohioans the middle finger at a fucking dinner party? What the fuck? Holy shit. I am so glad I remembered this. Totally all fucking, middle finger topics and shit like that. But Serbia is stabbing Russia in the fucking back. Now, we did a fucking show, I'd say probably about a week or two, no, 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 I'd say probably about a month or so ago. A month or so ago, and word on the script, right, was Serbia was selling Ukraine weapons. Now they kept fucking auditing these bastards, and now it's like they're really fucking doing it. So it's fucking insane. It's big news because Serbia is supposed to be like Russia's good friend. Like they supposedly had like what was it, the Russian parades, and they got Vucecic, to come and be anointed by the Russian Federation and all of that. And come to find out, these mugs were fucking stabbing Russia in the fucking back. Can you imagine that? My gosh. They've been selling weapons supposedly to Ukraine to use against Russia. Now that's fucking sad. My God, that's fucking sad. As of like 24 hours ago, they supposedly stopped exporting or selling weapons or something like that. But how long have you been doing that, sir? How long have you been fucking, you know, doing that for? And that's kind of heartbreaking, given the fact, like, oh, it's like your best friend. It's like your best fucking friend, and he just like totally fucking stabs you in the back. It's crazy, man. It's fucking insane. I don't know. Sad, sad days, guys. Sad days. But the Serbians were selling Ukraine fucking weapons. My gosh. It's for the love of money, bitches. My lord. Ain't that some fucked up shit? Mm. Weird bastards. Ooh. 1 hour ago, 7 Israeli soldiers blown up by Hamas terrorists in deadliest attack on IDF in Gaza in months. My gosh. That is really fucking crazy. That is really, really fucking crazy. Like, how the hell does that even fucking happen, man? That place is gonna go insane. The Houthis seemingly had some sort of deal with what was it, the US to like not fucking hit any type stuff, and they basically reneged on that because of the ceasefire breach or whatever the hell was going on. So that place is going to turn into an absolute fucking parking lot, and it's going to get fucking bad. Somebody has to basically go over there and kind of figure out what the hell is going on before it gets even crazier. And don't forget about the 50 to 55,000 fucking Palestinians that, got slaughtered, right? I mean, people forget about that. And also the Israelis. Also the Israelis, like the thousand or so Israelis, um, they got slaughtered for the beginning of all that. I mean, that's tough, man. That is really fucking tough. So hopefully they get that fucking figured out, but it looks like all hell is breaking loose again. The US news. Let's see what we have in the US news. So Hiroshima is comparative to a Hiroshima strike. I don't think so. I just don't think so. US didn't destroy Iran's nuclear program. Here's what new intel says. Of course, Lance Vance flips off Ohio with a fucking dinner speech. That's funny, man. Oh my god, that's funny. And that's basically about it. My lord. Absolutely fucking ridiculous mess, man. Absolutely fucking crazy. I'm glad it's Wednesday. I'm glad it's about to be Thursday. And that's basically about it. It's like the longest fucking week ever. The longest fucking week ever. I mean, it's long as shit, and it's been dragged out for like way too long, man. It's probably the heat. That's what I'm thinking. It's probably the heat, and that's what's kind of like, killing my ass. I'm just joking. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, comment. Well, I'm gonna try and do the nicer thing. Like, subscribe, comment. If you have anything fun and amazing and most certainly epic, let me know in the comments below. And if it's cool, amazing, and most certainly epic, we might have it on the show. But hopefully, you guys have a fantastic midweek. and I'll catch you in a couple of days. Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and we'll be back on the show. Hopefully Friday. All right, guys, take care and be nice to thou neighbor. Right? Be nice to thou neighbor. If you see, anybody, they don't have to be Hispanic. They don't have to be, uh, anything off the chain. Just be nice to thou neighbor, right? All right. Take care, guys. Take care. See, that wasn't too bad, right? Adios, amigos.